What's a bee's favorite dance move?
When I have a worry-filled mind, I like to wander outside. No telling what we might find. Birds calling, worms crawling, leaves falling down from above. Oh, I plant my feet on the ground. I keep my head in the clouds. I let my feelings out loud. I hear joy calling, fear crawling, tears falling down out of love.
Welcome, friends. My name is Mrs. A, and I'm really glad that you decided to join me today. I am really looking forward to all that we'll do together today. I'm really eager to get started. But before I get ahead of myself, I wanted to make sure we take time to check in with our feelings or emotions. Anytime we have a lesson together, we always start by checking in with how we're feeling. And the reason we do that is to help us practice get better at noticing and naming our feelings, and to also realize if we need anything before we continue this lesson or before we get started with our day. And so when we check in with our feelings, it helps us get to know ourselves a bit better. It also helps other people around us get to know us better and understand our needs and our feelings. So we are going to check in with our zones today. Usually we check in with our color zones or our feelings poster. And today we're going to practice identifying our color zone. Now you can see there are 4 different colors next to me, and they each represent a different way we may be feeling. The blue zone means that we are feeling slow moving or tired. Our bodies may feel heavy or sick. The green zone means that we're feeling comfortable. We're feeling settled or peaceful in our bodies. The yellow zone means that we're starting to lose control. Maybe we're feeling worried or confused. Maybe we notice that we're starting to feel frustrated or we're feeling a little foggy in our thinking. And the red zone means that we are out of control. It's really difficult for us to think clearly or even say the words we mean to say. Sometimes when we're in the red zone, we make really big body movements or raise our voice loudly. Sometimes when we're in the red zone, we're feeling really angry or really irritated, grumpy, or disgusted. So I'd like you to take a moment and think about how you're feeling right now. Are you feeling really slow moving and heavy, maybe tired, sad, or lonely? Then go ahead and grab something blue. Are you feeling really comfortable, focused, and clear-headed? Then grab something green. Are you feeling like you're losing control, confused or flustered, maybe worried or anxious? Grab something yellow. Or are you feeling like you're out of control, really angry, overwhelmed, or stressed? Then grab something red. Now I want to encourage you that no matter how you're feeling, no matter what color zone you're in, there are no good or bad color zones. Just like our feelings, we experience so many different types throughout the day or throughout our weeks. But if you are feeling in the red zone and you feel like you're out of control, you might want to try some strategies to help settle your body or feel a bit different. Sometimes going for a walk or getting some water or having a good cry can help you feel better and help you feel more comfortable or more settled. Similarly, if you're feeling in the blue zone right now and feeling really tired or slow moving, you might need a nap. You might need a snack that can give you some energy. Or you might want to jump around and move your body, just like we're going to do. But before I skip to our exercise, I don't want to forget to tell you what zone I'm in. I'm in the green zone. Did you grab your object? I pointed to mine. You can do that too if you haven't found one yet. I'm in the green zone because I'm feeling pretty comfortable. My body is settled, I'm thinking clearly, and I'm able to do the job that I have in front of me. Thank you so much for working to identify your color zone. You can practice that anytime. And like I said, it helps you get to know yourself better, and it also helps the people around you get to know you and understand you even better. And now, let's get started with our exercise. This is one of the tools that we can use if we're feeling stuck, like I said, in the blue zone or stuck in the red zone, or sometimes even when we're in the yellow zone. It helps bring us back to a comfortable or clear position. And so we're going to use the date to help us exercise. You can change the numbers if you need to, or just follow along with me. For me, the date is 5/18/22. So we'll do 5 of one move, 18 of another, and 22 of something else. And to help us out is my friend Fig. They're showing us one of the moves we'll do in a little bit. Whoa, looks like they're using a lot of parts of their body. You can make some guesses as to what move they're showing us and see if maybe your observations or what you notice their body is doing can help you with that guess. Now, like I said, we're going to start with 5 moves. And today I thought we could do 5 crunches. Now, crunches are a little tricky in a small space, so you'll see I'll be a little squished, but you can find a nice flat spot to lay on. It might just be your floor, it might be a little mat or your carpet. And what you'll want to do is lay your back flat and bend your legs up, similar to this. And we are going to pull our upper body up to our knees and try to sit up or crunch our abs or our stomach muscles. And we'll do this while we count to 5s, counting by 1s. Let's do 5 crunches. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are tricky. 5. Whew, nice job. All right. Now we have 18 moves to do, and this is where our friend Fig comes in. Fig, what are you showing us? Kicks. Fantastic. Friends, you can do kicks sitting or standing. I'm going to stand up and get ready, and we'll do 18 kicks. You can take turns using each leg or stick with one, whatever feels best, but we're going to count by 2 because 18 is an even number. Let's do it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Fabulous job, friends. And Fig, thanks for that suggestion. And finally, we have 22 moves to do. And I thought we could do 22 toe touches. Again, you can do these sitting or standing, whatever's best for you. Let's get ready to do 22 toe touches, counting by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. Wow. Go ahead and settle back into your space. And you may notice that your body is feeling warmer or your heart is beating quickly. Anytime we exercise, it's really good to cool down our bodies after we're done. So we'll take 3 big belly breaths when we hear a bell. Go ahead and breathe with me. Wonderful work. Now, at the beginning of this episode, I asked if you knew what a bee's favorite dance move is, and it is the waggle dance. Have you ever heard of it? Okay, it's not exactly a dance move. It's actually the way that bees communicate when they find really delicious and tasty flowers. And we are going to talk all about bees today. I am so excited. So let's get right to it and read our message. Now, in my messages, I often hide onomatopoeias, which are sound words, and alliterations, which are words that start with the same letter or sound. So be on the lookout for those and see if you can spell them. Welcome, wildly wonderful friends. Friday, May 20th, is a brilliantly beautiful day of celebration for some super small but very important creatures. You can often find them when you look at a flower, hear a hum or buzz, or see sparkles of stripes and wings zooming past. Do you have any guesses? bees! People around the world will be recognizing and celebrating World Bee Day. Isn't that marvelous? Bees are not only fantastic fairy-like flyers, but they help pollinate much of our food, which helps feed us and keeps us healthy. Thank you, bees! Let's learn more about these incredible insects. Love, Mrs. A. Have you ever seen a bee? Have you ever heard a bee? Oh, bees are so fantastic. Some of my favorite creatures. And so I'm really excited to celebrate World Bee Day with you. Let's look at some of these lovely books that I have. First is this really fun peek-through picture book. It's called Bee, and it's by Britta Teckentrup, and it's a peek-through book. Maybe you can see that. The cover is cut, and each of the pages is cut as well to make that flower and to show off that buzzing bee. And we'll read some of these pages together and learn something really cool about bees. Back and forth, to and fro, bees know exactly where to go. Visiting flowers of every hue, she has a special job to do. Do you see her? That little bee right in the middle. Now you might be wondering, why did they call the bee a she? And that is because almost all of the honeybees that you see flying outside are girls or females. And all of the boy honeybees, or drones, usually stay in the nest and help make new bees. And so most of the bees you see, almost all of them, are girls or she's. Gathering nectar as she goes, from every foxglove, every rose. Dusty with pollen, the little bee buzzes, buzzes busily. Do you see the bees buzzing busily on this page? They visit so many different flowers and can collect lots of different pollen. Bees travel on from bloom to bloom, drawn in by their sweet perfume. Harvesting flowers one by one, her compass is the midday sun. Wow. So, have you seen a compass before? It helps tell you the directions and tells you where north is. And it says that the bee's compass is the sun. So she knows where she is based on the sun. That is pretty cool. It helps her get directions and figure out where to go. Like I said, this book, Bee, is really fun, not only because it's a cutout picture book or a peek-through picture book, but because it has such beautiful illustrations and teaches us so much about bees, just like that compass fact that I learned from reading it. Now, this next one is super fun as well. The illustrations are a little different, a little less realistic and a little more playful, but the book is just as informative, and it helped me learn a bit, and I really love it because it is so bright and also so dark at the same time, kind of like bees. It's called The Honeybee, and it's by Kirsten Hall with illustrations by Isabel Arsenault. And we'll read some pages together. But I want to show you those playful illustrations. Do you see those fun bees flying around? This starts talking about that waggle dance I described earlier. A dance begins. Waggle, wiggle. The dance is lovely. Tremble, jiggle. The dance goes straight now, in a line. A figure 8 is the final sign. Oh, now we know. We know where to go. Thanks for the secrets, and thanks for the show. New foragers leave on a searching mission, while house bees march forward with hungry ambition. So, different bees have different jobs. I heard that the foragers are on a new mission to find where those delicious flowers are. And the house bees are working on a hungry ambition. Do you see anything in their little bee hands? What do you think that is? Let's find out. Choo choo, that's what we do. We suck out the nectar, we suck it straight through. Choo choo, we're changing its makeup. We're giving the nectar a chemical shake-up. Choo choo, we make it like glue. Make it thick, make it stick, make it slick, make it new. Chew, 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 chew. At last, we're finally through. But there's more to do at home. You are chewing the nectar and making it into these tiny sticky balls. I wonder what those are. Ah, like fill the honeycomb. They jam its cells with nectar plaster, then rev up their engines and beat their wings faster. Whoosh, they're strong despite their size. Swoosh, the nectar cools and dries. It's getting thicker now. Wings move quicker now. Fan, fast, pump, blast. We did it, we did it. What do you think these bees are working to make? It's honey at last. And now to keep it safe, tiny honey cells are capped. Liquid gold is sealed and trapped. And only when it's needed most, a hungry day will these vaults be tapped. So the bees made honey. Yes, the honeybees. That is another wonderful thing that bees help give us. Sweet, sweet honey. And they also eat it and drink it, I heard. That on a hungry day they would tap into that vault. But they make so much of it that they don't mind sharing it with us. Now, this book, The Honeybee, is so sweet and, like I said, so playful. It really makes the bees look like little characters and cartoons, but also has a ton of really cool facts in it. So be sure to check it out. Remember, you can always grab it from your library or visit my bookshop link, where you can get it from your local bookstore. And while you're there, be sure to hit that red subscribe button. And finally, one of the sweetest and most touching books I've ever read about bees. It is called The Thing About Bees, a love letter, and it's by Shabazz Larkin. And I love this book because not only does it tell us about bees and all of the special things they can do, but it's also a love letter to people in this author's life. And I think it's really applicable, or applies to a lot of our lives, because we all have someone special. And so I wanted to share this with you, but I would definitely recommend you grab this as well. It's a sweet, sweet book and really fun to read through over and over again. When a bee and a flower love each other very much, a fruit is born. 1. The flower makes a sticky yellow dust called pollen. There's a strawberry flower. 2. As the bee drinks the flower's nectar, she gets pollen all over her hairy body. There's the bumblebee, and there's that sweet nectar. 3. The bee moves pollen from one flower to another. Boop, boop. 4. Then we wait. 5. And wait. 6. And presto! The flower turns into a fruit you can eat. Strawberries. This process is called pollination. We'd be hungry without bees. They help us grow vegetables and nuts too. Thank you, bees! Maybe in my message you heard that bees help us pollinate. And I love that the book starts out with this page that shows us what it means to pollinate, bringing pollen from one flower to another and helping it make fruit and vegetables and nuts. Without bees, there'd be no more picnics with watermelon. There'd be no more smoothies with mango. There'd be no more strawberries for shortcakes, and no more avocados for tacos. There'd be no apples, which means no more pie. No more cucumbers, which means no more pickles. No more blueberries and raspberries for pancakes, or sweet cherries to drizzle. I heard a lot of lovely, delicious things on that list. Things that I would be really sad without. I'm feeling extra grateful for bees today. Is there anything that you heard there that you like to enjoy? Avocados, watermelon, cherries, berries. Because some foods won't grow without bees to help them along. In a way, the bees are just like you. How do you think? You are like a bee. Have you ever thought about any similarities? Well, this book does a beautiful job describing the ways that we may be similar to bees. And the thing about bees is that they're really special and important, just like you. And there is such a fantastic poem or almost a song in this book that I think you'll really love. So be sure to grab it if you haven't already read it on your own. Now, for our mindful moment, I wanted to stick on our topic of bees, and I thought we could do a mindful looking activity where we'll have to use our eyes to look and see the things around us. But we are going to really focus and try to mindfully and carefully pay attention to things that are black or yellow, just like bees. Now, it might be tricky at first. You might think, I don't have anything black or yellow around me, but we're going to spend one whole minute looking carefully and closely, and I'm sure you'll start to notice some things. So go ahead and get into a comfortable position and get ready. We'll be looking for 1 minute to see if we can spot things that are black or yellow. Let's do it. Did you find anything? Me too. Yeah, at first I thought, oh, I'm not seeing very many yellow things, but the more carefully I looked, the more I started to notice. I had some really light yellow things and then really bright yellow things. I also found several black things in my space. What did you notice about your brain or your body or how you were feeling as you were doing that mindfulness activity? Oh, you were really focused. Yeah, nice. Mindfulness is a really great way for us to help clear our minds and really try to practice focusing on just one or two things, like we did 2 colors today. And there are so many different ways we can practice mindfulness. Today we used our eyes and our sense of sight to work on our mindfulness activity. Other times we focus on our breath and our breathing. Other times we focus on stretching, and other times on listening carefully. There are a lot of different ways we can practice being mindful, and a lot of ways that we can try throughout the day if we feel like we need to refocus or clear our heads. So give it a try again later if you want to look for something else that's a different color or try a different mindfulness activity from a previous lesson. Friends, thank you so much for being here. I hope you make it a great rest of the day. I want to send you off with a hug if you'd like it, some love if you want it. I can't wait to see you next time.